Hello, everybody. This is Ron Dittmars talking to you from the Erasmus Academy recording studios in Brooklyn, New York. And this is the beginning of a new series on Carl Gustav Jung, specifically from his autobiography. The English translation is Dreams, Memories, and Reflections. Today we have Chad is going to be our guest speaker. Chad, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Chad Hauk, and I am a doctoral student in church music at Baylor University. It's my second semester there, so I've just recently moved to Texas and enjoying the crazy weather we're having down here lately.
Great. Yeah, Chad is a second-time guest speaker in this series. He did one a couple of weeks ago and was willing to do this one as well. So that's really great. So you see on the screen right now a picture of. Let me see if I can mark this a little bit. See if you can see Can you see this mark there, Chad?
I can.
Good. So here's, as you may recognize, here's Sigmund Freud here in this picture. And then to the left, or to the right, I should say, right here is Carl Gustav Jung. And as you may know, he wrote his autobiography at the age of 83, 2 years before he died. So his years are 1875 to 1961, and his work was influential in the fields of psychiatry, anthropology, archaeology, literature, philosophy, and religious studies, quite wide-ranging. And during this time, he came to the attention of Sigmund Freud, founder of psychoanalysis, and the two conducted a lengthy correspondence and collaborated for a while on a joint vision of human psychology. So I'm sure have heard about Jung, and really interesting to follow some of his writings. And we'll have a chance during the other segment to see actually a drawing of his, which I had not seen before. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this is the text we're going to look at today, and again, this is an excerpt from his prologue, and the German title is Erinnerungen, Träume, Gedanken, Memories, Dreams, and Reflections. And so we're just going to cover this first section today with Chad from here down to here. Okay, so let's start off, and as we've done before, I'll read the text out loud, and Chad will repeat after me, and please read with him. And then I'll ask him specific questions to unpack the grammar and the sentence. And the idea is that we move together in understanding what the sentence means. Okay, let's start from here. The first sentence. Mein Leben ist die Geschichte einer Selbstverwirklichung des Unbewussten. Everybody?
Mein Leben ist die Geschichte einer Selbstverwirklichung des Unbewussten.
Quite a sentence to begin his autobiography in the prologue. So where's the verb Where's the verb simply?
The verb is ist.
Yeah. Okay. So my life is, and then this is just the story, or you say the history, or you could say the story. And then what case is this? Einer Selbstverwirklichung. This would be.
I'm sorry.
This is a genitive case.
Yes.
So, and why is this einer? What is the gender of Selbstverwirklichung, and how can you tell?
You can tell by the UNG at the end that it's feminine.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So it's einer. If this were a masculine or neuter, it would be eines, etc. So here's a noun that's neuter, das Unbewusste, that the unconscious. So that here you have another genitive here. So you want to do the whole sentence together? This is Selbstverwirklichung is self-realization. Nice word. Go ahead.
Translate it, you're saying? Or?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. My life is the story of a self-realization of the unconscious.
Good. Okay. Going on. Alles, was im Unbewussten liegt, will Ereignis werden. Everybody?
Alles, was im Bewussten liegt, will Ereignis werden.
And remember, you're always trying to identify the verb complex and bracketing out relative clauses because you want to understand the syntax of the sentence. So where's the main verb complex there up to that comma?
It would be, I think, will werden.
Exactly, yeah. So this earlier phrase or clause is just a relative clause. So this, and how would you translate this? Will werden?
Well, it's not will, for sure.
That's right.
It's, I think it wants to become.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, so alles, and then was is used here because the antecedent of was is not specific. So you wouldn't have a definite article, but was is used in this pair. So everything which, and then where's the verb in that little phrase is obviously
Liegt.
leaked. Everything what lies in the unconscious. What is I am a contraction for?
I think it's in Dame.
Good. Yeah. And good. Im Unbewussten liegt, will Ereignis werden, wants to become an event. So just translate that sentence up to that point.
Okay. Everything which lies in the unknown wants to become an event.
Yeah, but this is more specifically the unconscious. So in everybody's,
Oh,
everyone,
unconscious.
yeah,
Okay.
everyone has an unconscious. Okay, going on. Und auch die Persönlichkeit will sich aus ihrem unbewussten Bedingungen entfalten. Everybody?
Und auch die Persönlichkeit will sich aus ihren unbewussten Bedingungen entfalten.
Good. And up to the und there. So where's your verb complex?
This is a little trickier. I think it's will sich entfalten.
Good. So Chad correctly included the reflexive pronoun in the verb complex, which you should. So this means wants to unfold itself, literally. So and I always say it's very important to include a pronoun, so you're identifying where that you're looking for either a singular subject or a plural subject. So it wants to develop, it wants to unfold itself, and obviously here the Persönlichkeit, the personality, is the subject. Okay. Let's see. And this is from its, and what is ihre going back to? Because instead of seinen, it's ihren.
Well, my initial thought was Bedingungen, but I believe it's Persönlichkeit.
Yeah, so this is feminine, and then KEIT is always 100% feminine ending, just like UNG is 100% feminine to identify. So that's why will wants to unfold itself from its, i.e., from its personality, from its unconscious conditions. So do that little part of that sentence together.
Okay.
Just for noon.
And also, the personality wants to unfold itself from its unconscious conditions.
Good, good. Going on. Und sich aus Ganzheit erleben.
Und sich aus Ganzheit erleben.
You have another C here to experience itself, you would say. And with the reflexive pronouns, remember the rule of thumb is always to include the reflexive pronouns in your translations, in your literal translations first, and then see if it's necessary in the idiomatic translation in English. So actually, erleben is another infinitive, just like entfalten, but it uses the modal of where also.
I guess you have to go back and pick up the will again.
Exactly. It wants to, again, here's another reflexive. It wants to experience itself as an entirety. Let's see. Why don't you just put together those first several lines up to erleben.
From alles or
yeah,
from the very beginning?
From the very beginning. My life is.
Okay. My life is the story of a self-realization of the unconscious. Everything which lies in the unconscious wants to become an event. And also the personality wants to unfold itself from its unconscious conditions and to experience itself as an entirety, maybe?
Great. Yeah. Going on. Diesen Werdegang bei mir darzustellen, everybody.
Diesen Werdegang bei mir darzustellen.
Remember what zu means?
Yes. In order to.
And notice the zu here is sandwiched in between the separable prefix dar and the verb stellen. So stellen means to place and darstellen means to represent. So in order to represent, and then where's the direct object?
I think it's diesen Werdegang.
Good. this process or this evolution, you could say, a really nice word here, and to represent. And if you want to actually show how the verb takes its direct object, transfers its action to the direct object, that's the way you would illustrate that. In order to represent this process, in my case, by mir, going on, kann ich mich nicht der wissenschaftlichen Sprachen bedienen. Everybody?
Kann ich mich nicht der wissenschaftlichen Sprache bedienen? Sprache bedienen.
Denn ich kann mich nicht als wissenschaftliches Problem erfahren.
Denn ich kann mich nicht als wissenschaftliches Problem erfahren.
Okay, so let me just erase some of the stuff earlier. Okay, so going on here, in order to represent this process in my case, then where's your verb complex here? Starting with kann.
Okay, so it's going to be, I think, kann mich bedienen.
Good, nice. So mich bedienen means to serve or to utilize. So I cannot utilize or make use of, and then it takes the dative, and here you have the dative case right here of a scientific language. Okay, let's see. Then then is always for. Where's the verb complex there in that last part?
It kind of parallels the previous phrase, kann mich erfahren.
Good. So I can not experience myself, including the mich there, as a scientific problem. Okay, just do those last two sentences, diesen from here.
Okay.
Slowly.
In order to represent this process, in my case, I cannot make use of scientific language, for I cannot experience myself as a scientific problem.
Great. Okay, so that's the prologue, the beginning of the prologue of Jung's memories, dreams, and reflections. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you join us next time. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. Take care.